George still thinks there's a deeper truth here, causing Paula to forbid him from using the headset again because it's getting in the way of his recovery. George promises he won't do it again, but as soon as Paula leaves, he puts the headset back on and wakes up as Sarah. She finds herself in the hospital in the company of Katie and Mario, who is great news for her. The backup arrived soon after she passed out, and now the criminals responsible for the cop massacre are in jail awaiting trial while Colin is in a coma. Later, when Sarah is finally discharged, she and Katie go home to celebrate in each other's company. Once they're done, Katie wonders if Sarah had any lovers in the simulation, and Sarah says no before telling her all about George's life. She explains those memories still feel real to her and they're hard to shake, especially because Katie looks like the dead wife, which Katie finds quite unsettling. She also finds it weird that Sarah keeps calling it both worlds when this is the only reality she should call that, but Sarah confesses she finds this reality too good to be real. A lesbian supercop that easily beats up bad guys in a futuristic setting sounds, after all, like a straight dude's fantasy. Sarah says she isn't sure what she did to deserve this, making Katie remember that before she started the simulation she had also said she didn't deserve such a good wife either. In Katie's opinion, since the simulation customizes the setting according to the user's subconscious desires, Sarah's survivor guilt over the massacre has built a reality where she's punished for her sins. The best option is to return to the hospital the next day and wipe out the implant, which Sarah agrees to after some hesitation. However, after Katie falls asleep, Sarah cries at the idea of losing this other life and turns on the simulation again. When she wakes up as George, he finds himself walking on the street and visiting a burger place where he's recognized as a regular. Chris comes over too and they sit down to have lunch while Chris shares some news. George has been cleared of all charges, but sadly Colin has fled the country. George, though, is too distracted to make conversation. Everything here looks exactly the same as the place Sarah visits with Mario, even the people and the fries. Thinking he finally knows what's going on, George returns to his apartment, where Paula is waiting for him. After telling her he's giving away the